Gone in a swipe. This is, we have 20 minutes left in the show. This is our last beauty item in the show. It's a concealer, it's a foundation, it's skincare and serum in a portable stick. And where is this skincare, you ask? Right down the center. This is awesome. Many people consider this like a second skin in a stick. And you are getting it with the sponge, which is also very clever because you've not seen a sponge like this unless you have actually ordered this item, because there's a duller end and a pointier end, and the whole sponge itself is a lot more slender and chiseled than a traditional big juicy sponge that's harder to get into the corner of the eye. So the stick is where we'll have the shade chart. Obviously, when we add in the sponge, we're at $52. So amazing opportunity, not to mention clean formula and more skin soothing ingredients. But I am going to start you, Miss Kim, with the shade chart to help us choose.
Yes. So we have the fairest of the fair. That's that porcelain skin that burns really easy. Light medium, which is a great middle ground of light in between light and medium. Medium is what I wear. Medium tan is heading into the warmer skin tones. Tan is the warmer skin tone with a touch of golden. Rich tan is in between that tan and rich with that golden undertone. Rich has that honey golden undertone, and deep is the deepest golden undertone that we offer. When I tell you, it is jam-packed, y'all, with vitamin E, shea butter marilla oil, avocado oil, macadamia seed oil, and glycerin. And that glycerin acts as like a skin barrier, so it's not going to settle in your fine lines and wrinkles. It just, the pore size just seems to go away. If you have large pores or, you know, any kind of like dry, flaky skin, you're just going to put this on. I put it on everywhere. I'm wearing the medium tonight, and it just gives you a flawless look.
You use it as foundation, right?
Too.
Like you're not just using it as concealer.
Well, I'm using it everywhere just because I just want you to see how it just melts in. The skin drinks it in because it's all of those good for you ingredients that nature has provided that your skin recognizes. And so I'm just going to go up here and instant glow.
It's beautiful.
Halo glow. It is. And it is because of that skincare center core. It gives you the halo glow. It gives you the coverage, but you just look moisturized and lifted. It looks like you've just had a facial after you put it on.
Yeah, I mean, it's very...
It's not thick, it's not cakey, it's not creasy. It glides on.
So marula oil, macadamia seed oil, avocado oil, shea butter. Again, the concealer in a stick with the center core of skincare is $33 on its own. The sponge applicator, which I want to ask you more about, is an almost $20 bill. These are all clean formula. And the beautiful thing that I find with the formula, to your point, is you get like this beautiful glow that is minus any glitter. Everywhere. There's no highlighter. But because the skin is so hydrated after you apply this, your skin actually like glows. But again, with no sparkle. It looks
beautiful right there.
Like here's my flat hand, which just looks, and then this,
it's hydration. I'm telling you, we are so dehydrated. Our skin, our bodies, everything. I mean, we are made of water. We're made of hydration.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Our skin needs the hydration. Moisture is one thing. Hydration is a whole nother level.
Yep.
So we get those from nature's ingredients. You're talking about vitamin E provides moisture. Shea butter provides moisture. Marilla oil hydrates the skin. Very different.
Okay.
Adding moisture is one thing, but hydrating is when that skin drinks it in and gives you that healthy glow.
Okay, so can you now give us tips on how to apply this? Because the sponge is pretty cool, and it's very different than a traditional, fatter, wider makeup sponge. So there's a stippling technique Blair is doing. Like, what is the purpose of a sponge versus finger to vase or even a brush?
Well, I mean, it's personal preference, but for me, I like a sponge, and especially this one, because this gets up in the corners and the cracks and the creases. And also, when you're not using a brush and just swirling and buffing around the product. When you're taking a sponge and you are just, gently tapping, you're not moving the product around, you're allowing for absorption. So like, I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about here. I could take a brush and swirl it around, and I'm going to get strokes. I'm going to get brush strokes in it. I'm going to see. But if you take it, even with your fingertips, that's even like, it gives you that evenness. But with the sponge, and you just gently tap, 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 it just
Looks
gives
airbrushed.
it looks airbrushed.
Do you wet your sponge or do you use it dry?
Sometimes I use it both.
Right.
Tonight it's dry, but I do it also wet as well, or just damp. And I love the squishiness of it.
Can you explain to everybody too, because guys, this is a duo that Kim put together for you. I think going into summer when it gets really hot and sweaty and humid, we change how we look at makeup because we don't enjoy wearing it as much because we just feel like everything is a goo fest.
Melting, yeah.
So, but it is a buildable coverage that gives like a skin finish.
Right. It is your skin. Well, no, it's not even your skin. It's just your hydrated, most healthy looking skin. There's a glow to it. All you have to do is choose your shade.
It's so lovely.
Fair is the fairest that we offer, kind of that porcelain skin tone. Light, and then you're heading into light medium. Medium tan is heading into those warmer skin tones. Tan, touch of golden. Rich tan is honey golden. Rich is honey deep golden. And deep is the deepest golden skin tone that we offer. And I tell you, they're very forgiving formulas. Find your match here and go for it.
Now I have a question for you. You have the Easy Peasy powder foundation, and you have the, I forget what it's called, but your newest liquid serum foundation.
Fantastic.
Right, that. So how did this come to be? Why come up with a stick? And where do you use this in your life when you're not using those?
This is my travel every day, throw it in the makeup bag and go. This is also great for the spring and summer because as our skin is drying out, as it is T-zone, it is, dry in some areas and oily in others. This is a formula that really complements it because of that avocado oil glycerin. You're talking about glycerin adds such a skin barrier to the skin. It keeps the skin hydrated and it minimizes water loss. So a lot of good for you ingredients as you're heading into the spring and summer months.
We have almost 500 gone. You're getting a $52 value. And so obviously I would just say pick a shade, any shade, and know we have free exchanges on shades. This shade chart is on QVC.com. Before we go, because we do have about 12 minutes left, and we want to flash back to a couple things in the show that you may have missed.